Hey guys, welcome back to this week's video. So, as you read the title, we're going to be talking about 5 games that I would love to see come back. And what I mean by that is I would love to see them do a sequel to it. Or do a deluxe version where they, HD remaster the game and add a good chunk more to the game to make it kind of like a 1.5. Maybe they're not, that cuts cost. It allows them to bring the game back to new people, add a little bit more content, and kind of give you a sequel without having to do a full-fledged sequel. Basically, for me, these games are games that I loved as a teenager, early adult, that I wish they would make a sequel to. So some of these games may not be good games to the majority of people, but for the time period that I played them, when I played them, I really liked them, and I would love to see another game. So, starting out with the first one. This is for the Dreamcast. Toy Commander. It's a great game. I loved it. It was kind of like playing with your toys in video game form. You got these little cars, little toys, playing in a big giant house, and you control these toys, and you have to go on missions. It was a fun game. Anywhere from hunting down the army men to racing through the air with your toy planes to just all kinds of wacky little shenanigans that was fun to do. It's not a really in-depth game. You do one level, then the scene could change to a bedroom. The bedroom could change because kids play with their toys. It was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It only came out for the Dreamcast. That's it. It was a great game, and I kind of wish the company would bring it back. No cliche. No cliche. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So yeah, if you haven't played it, you have a Dreamcast, check it out. It's a great game. At least to me. Alright, next up, we'll stick with the Dreamcast. This one kind of had a sequel for the Xbox. It wasn't like a full-on sequel. It's kind of like what I think they should do with some of these games to make an HD. Change it a little bit, add a little bit more gameplay to it to make it a sequel. But this one was kind of that, but a little bit less. So, Jet Grind Radio. I love this game. This game was awesome for me to play. I enjoyed it. I beat it a couple years ago when they did an HD for this PC. But that's all they did. That's about it. You can get it on some other platforms, but they haven't really done anything else with it. I think this would be a great game to revive right now. I'd like to see him kind of do like a Splatoon 2 type thing where it kind of looks like that. You play the story mode, but you also have a multiplayer mode, kind of like Splatoon, where you get a nice little city block, 4-on-4, go around, try to tag as much as you can. Maybe you skate by a person and you can like do a trick into them to knock them off their skates, and they kind of like fall back and get kind of dazed for a bit, so you can continue on to kind of spray paint more, and whoever can spray paint the most tags on the area wins. I think that'd be a great little concept. It allows Sega to bring out the game again, add another little story mode, add some multiplayer, maybe get it to be another cult hit. If you haven't played Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio, there's tons of way to play it right now, but I'd like to see them actually make a sequel. So, next up, let's go with the Xbox. I love this game. I kind of played this game and wanted to play it because of Shenmue. After I played that, I was looking for my next big, Asian-inspired role-playing game that just brought me into another world, and that's what this was for me. I forget when I first played it. Probably shortly after it came out. Maybe a couple years after it came out. I loved it. So, let's get to it. Jade's Empire. This game was awesome. Set in ancient China. Mystical powers, all kinds of supernatural things going on, a great story. The graphics look great for the time. They're a little bland looking now, but it still sets you in the time period really well. If you haven't played it and you like role-playing games that are, inspired by other cultures or just bring you to a whole new past, a world in the past. It was made by BioWare, and I've never played any of the other games, but this one gives a great example of what they do well. So, or what I've compared with the other games that I've heard were really well done. Alright, so yeah, definitely check that out. Next up, we're going to jump over to the PS2. Let's go with the wacky one first. Okay, so this one, not many people give it good reviews. Not many people say much about it in a good light. I played it. It's really bizarre. I really like that. It's, once you get the control in underhand, it's just a fun little game just to sit down, play, and not think about anything else but trying to get blood. No, it's not a vampire game. It is a mosquito game. Mr. Mosquito, that is. Your whole goal is to bug the family of this household in Japan and suck as much blood as you can per level without getting caught. If you get caught, there's plenty of things you can do to get uncaught, like turn on a radio by hitting it. It's just bizarre. But it's mindless play. It's just, after you get the controlling down, it is fun. That's all I can say. I know the reviews don't give it much, but I liked it. You have to kind of have an open mind going into it and just enjoy the senselessness of the game. Alright, so the next one, all these games, most of these games are kind of like some of my favorites of all times. This one is by far up there too, Jade Empire. It's really hard to make a choice. It really is. But I'm going to say this one for last because it's Shadow of Destiny. I love this game. And this was really fun. And if you've watched my video on the Groundhog's Day sequel VR game, this is kind of one of those games I would like to see them remake into a VR game. It has multi-endings, it has time travel, great story, a nice little environment, town that you're in that really makes you feel like you're part of the town. Yeah, I can't say more. I would have to say that this one is a game that I really loved, and after I got done playing it, I just want to play it more. And I got all the endings, and I still to this day think that I wish that they would do a sequel. There's probably a couple other games that I have on my shelves that I'm not thinking of right now that probably have a not a chance, but a wish that they would come out with another sequel. But right now, these are my 5. Any one of these games I enjoy playing, and I think most people would enjoy most of these. Mr. Mosquito might be the oddball out, but Jade Empire, Shadows of Destiny, for role-playing fans, story-driven fans, get these. For people that like to play bizarre games, Jet Set Radio, Mr. Mosquito, and Toy Commander, they're fun. If you can get them cheap, if you have the consoles, pick them up and check them out. I'm pretty sure that if you like video games, you might as well at least try them. You might have missed out. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Let me know what games are on your list. I'll probably be doing a second one of these videos because as I sit here and think and look over at my shelf, there's a couple other games on that shelf that I'm like, ooh, I'd like to see a sequel to that too. So I think I might have to do another top 5. Part 2. And the sequel, there we go. So even videos need sequels. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys played any of these games, let me know what you think about the games. And which one of these might be your favorite as well. So yeah, have a good night, keep on gaming, and I'll catch you next time.